No, I haven't looked at the workouts. They've been out for like 5 minutes. And all I know is that some kind of crossovers, but they're like crossover double unders, and then the next text is like, oh no, it's actually single unders. The first one, 9 front squats, chest to wall, handstand push-ups. Ooh, so like wall facing. Okay, that one looks pretty fun. I'll probably start with that one, honestly. 8 dumbbell snatches, 8 overhead walking lunge, 5 rounds for time, 5 burpee box jump overs, 1 clean and jerk at 185. These 500 meter row, 25 V-ups. V-ups, that's new. I can't say that I've ever competed a V-up for time. And the last one, 21 deadlifts, 21 chest to bar, 15 deadlifts, 15 bar muscle ups, 9 deadlifts, 9 rope climbs. Cool. I think the rowing one will probably be the most painful because it's just gonna be like so much ab fatigue. The deadlifts, they get up to 205, so nothing too heavy. The clean and jerk one I think will be one of the most fun ones. I need to think about like what order I want to do the workouts in. So 1 and 2 are due tomorrow, like this time tomorrow. So definitely need to do at least one of those today, and then the other one could be possibly tomorrow morning. I definitely am glad to see heavy barbells, whether it's like a max lift or just cycling. I'm excited. We like tapered a little bit this week, so I'm like itching to like get some high intensity, like killing myself workout, so I'm ready to go. I think that's the point of a taper, is kind of getting you ready to like send it, so I'm on that. Warm up. I think you really get 5K.
Like 5K pace,
yeah,
or faster? It's actually like,
practice.
that's about as good as I am.
You just gotta do it about 100 times, and then you have to do it 100 times more. You're almost there.
I'm gonna do one.
That's so good. She went to do that. That is so good.
I mean, for me, if I just do them unbroken, it's cool. Is that too short? Is that good?
The bag run?
Oh!
See how it gets like tight? If he does that, this will work out.
It's 40 unbroken. I have to lose.
Which one are you gonna do first?
Probably the front squat one.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
I
and then
more
that
just
one.
don't want to like be pushy with the time cap. I'm either gonna do 1 today or 3 today.
We're gonna be here till midnight. Well, I think you are looking good. Don't let it break. He knows I'm kidding.
I'm halfway out the door on this workout. Don't worry about it.
I know I'm gonna do the first one tonight and then reevaluate. Like I kind of want to do the second one next, but I also want to do the clean and jerk before I do all the lunges. But I want to have enough time to have the opportunity to redo the crossover one just in case it goes bad. So. Quarterfinals workout number 1. I heard you.
Brooke last year would have failed.
I know, right? I thought that was, and he was watching. We all did the same thing. We all failed our last handstand push-up.
Go
21. Those 21s this year killed me.
Yeah.
21's last workout, 21's first workout.
I thought the workout was going to be a muscle-up workout, but it was definitely a handstand push-up workout. 100%.
I paced it to try and go harder on the handstands the whole workout and still died.
I mean, when you went like this, you were hurting.
Well, I was like,
you were acting like this
I did
on
too on the last
I was like, I'm gonna try and relax my triceps.
So I almost did it. I almost looked at Will. I said, "Is this legal?" Like, because I was like,
I think it's good.
yeah, I'm like, I don't want to redo it.
It's too late now,
At
man.
that point, I'm like, nah, I'm not redoing this.
Yeah. It was chill until we got to like the muscle ups.
Yeah.
And
I thought the workout was gonna be done.
by the time,
As soon as you finish your muscle ups, I was like,
yeah.
this is this
Well,
is
yeah, I
that.
thought it was gonna be the 15 front squats into the 15 muscle ups. But it was actually the last front squats and the handstand push-ups.
That messed me up a little bit. I don't think I want to do anything right now. Are y'all doing another one?
Ask me in 20.
Yeah.
The what? Which one?
Second.
I'm not doing the clean.
I'm not doing that. I'm doing that tomorrow, fresh. We can race.
The double one will be chill though.
You think?
The double under one?
Yeah.
It's not double unders.
Single unders.
Crisscrosses.
Chrissy Cross, applesauce, Huggy hands.
Might be the end of me.
That would be a good name.
I don't want to be in the room when Will does that one. He's gonna throw a fit. We're gonna see a rope across the
No, you won't. No,
Throw
you
me
won't.
another one.
Quarterfinals 2022.
How was a grindy one?
Yeah, honestly, like 12 minutes doesn't seem that long when you're like doing a chipper or something, but when you're doing short rounds, they're like a minute and a half each. It just gets very repetitive and boring, so time goes by really slow. Honestly, I had no idea what to expect on the crossovers because like at the games, we went from double unders straight into like crossover double unders. So that was like a really hard challenge, and so when I first saw them, I was like, oh my gosh, like is this gonna be as hard as what they were at the games? But it's like the beginning stage, I feel like, of a double crossover. Like I don't normally love weird movements because I just like to compete what I train, you know, like we train so hard that when you see a new movement pop up, sometimes you're like, can we not just do like what we worked so hard on? But it ended up being like really fun and honestly really good practice. I feel like the snatches were kind of tough. The overhead walking lunges is probably where I was able to breathe the most. And then before I picked up my rope, I just tried to really like try to lower my heart rate as much as possible before jumping rope with the crossovers, because trying to do those with a high heart rate makes it just much more difficult, and that's when you'll start tripping over your feet. 2 workouts down. It's like 7 p.m. like it's dark out. It's I'm not used to ever working out past 7, especially like, I mean, I guess if I'm competing I don't have a choice, but in training normally we're wrapping things up way before now. It actually is kind of fun because it's different and it kind of feels like a treat. So it's fun to be in here late with my training partners. So yeah, 2 of them are done. Honestly, 2 of the ones that I wasn't really looking forward to. So I think the next 3 are going to be really fun. I'm a little sore, but like nothing bad. I'm excited to get most of these done today. I'd like to do all 3 just so that I have the option of being done. I could see myself either doing like the 3rd and the 5th one and then saving the row and possibly like maybe redoing one of the other 2. But if I felt good about the 2 workouts, then I might just knock the row one out and have the option to make that. So I'll just kind of see how I'm feeling and how long the workouts take today.
So we spoke to Brooke early on about workout 3. It was more about the execution and making sure that we're on the threshold at the right point, and we spoke about where the workout is for this, and that's more the 5 rep, the cleaner jerks at that point. So for her pace and cadence, it's more about smooth on the burpees, be aggressive on the barbell. And aggressive to us isn't about touch and go, so to speak. It's about more so being in the correct position and being violent on each rep with the cleaner jerks. I'm really excited because Brooke hasn't gone yet, but I'm really excited to see how she attacks this one. She's been working so much more in her positions in the cleaner jerks, so I'm hoping we get to see that executed in this workout. But we're now seeing a mature version of Brooke in the way that she conducts herself in workouts, and even to see her take on her warm-up and her progressions a lot more serious, her primer, sorry. We've just seen a new athlete come through in the last 3-4 months, so I'm excited for this one.
It was okay. I think I was like more excited for it, and then it didn't go as well as like I had hoped. I feel like I warmed up a little bit too early, and then once I hit like the primer before the workout, the barbell just felt like way heavier than it did when I was like previously warming it up. So the barbell was like a bit of a shock. But yeah, it was okay. Like, I'm not mad about it, but it's definitely like something I think I can do a lot better on. We have a lot of athletes kind of like in line to do a workout, which it's my fault for kind of like warming up before I knew that I was gonna be able to go. So just kind of doing that better. I'll probably just do like the 5th workout now. I want to be done, but I'm also like, after this we get rest until Thursday. I'm like, what am I gonna do for a full week? Like, I kind of want another training piece, so why not just do it again? Like, you sure you won't want me to move it? It only takes like 3 minutes. I'm like, you can.
Pass the fat check.
Face the camera for chest to bar and bar.
Like, it's all very doable, but the 9 rope climbs are going to be quite deceiving. Yeah, I mean, you could easily smash out 5, but an extra 4 reps, especially after the muscle ups. It'll be pretty grippy.
like you're fit. Like there's no question about that. Then my other thing is you have the strength.
Yeah.
So it's actually about just committing yourself. But that was awesome. Like honestly, like your aggression through the whole thing was awesome. Like phenomenal.
It was good. It was very grippy. I feel like the workout didn't even really start until like midway through the bar muscle ups. That's when like you start to get a little bit of grip fatigue set in. But honestly, it was just like the 9 rope climbs felt like 30. Like they just felt like they were never ending. I was at like 6 and I was like, oh my gosh, like 3 sounded like I had a million left. But it was good. I'm like, kind of like the clean and jerk one. I think I want to redo like one of the 2. I don't really care which which one I do. I asked Shane just like which one would be more beneficial for training.
You talked to Tia and Shane for a while after.
Yeah.
What's it like chatting with them post-workout without Tia competing? Is that different?
Honestly, it's really not that much different talking to Tia and Shane after like a workout, because normally it's like we would be comparing Tia and I, like how we did the workout or whatever, but instead of comparing the two, it's just kind of like they both have eyes on me. So it's really cool, like both scenarios, they're just so helpful. And like, even if I did like the best workout ever, they're gonna tell me good job, but then we're gonna be like, how can we get better? And like, I feel like that's just how that was. Like they were very proud of my effort, but like definitely see a lot of room for improvement. And so been working a lot on things like workouts like that. And today I don't think I executed that great, like trying to fix what we've been working on. So it's very hard to do that when you're under fatigue and in the middle of competing in a workout, because your ego's kind of just like, you're gonna do whatever you can to do, like to go as fast as you can. You kind of resort back to what you know so that you can get it done.
So one workout left for tomorrow and one redo?
Yep, one redo, possibly. It's not like for sure. I kind of just like want to redo one. I feel like every single person has redone one already, and I'm like, I want to redo one. And then we have the row GHD. I know that once I'm done with that one, I probably won't want to do anything after because we'll probably be pretty sore. So I still have the opportunity to like do one on Sunday, but the idea of being done on Saturday just sounds a lot nicer. So yeah, it's Saturday morning, feeling good. I really only have the row GHD one to do left, unless I decide to do something else. But I'm feeling good, ready to get this one over with so that I'm pretty much done. I feel like it's just gonna be staying at a good steady pace for like the first 15 minutes at least on the row, and then just having like a really hard push at the end. Yeah, and then cycling pretty quickly on GHDs, and I mean, we'll see how the V-ups go, but I need to just get those over with really quick.
Do you do any V-ups in training?
We'll have them as like a warm-up ever so often, and like maybe like a single leg V-up, but we don't ever really do V-ups like this, no. Can't say I've ever done a V-up for time.
Go swing your legs for 4 to 5 minutes, and then get that slow out and sit on it, you know what I mean? We just had the leaderboard announced for day one. And not that I'm comparing leaderboard to anything, I think it's so early on the season to start factoring or looking into that. But I think you got to build confidence or use it as a tool to guide for training as well. Now that the training structure or the evolution of the program's changed, you just want to make sure that your athletes are aligning or adapting to the new style of programming, so to speak. And to see Brooke adapt or mold into the new style has been so rewarding. We just seen her do the row and GHD workout and the V-ups. And to see her output on what we consider like a grit conditioning piece, you can see that she has improved or excelled in a lot of these movements as well. And now we're seeing some of the other skill movements being applied, like the crossovers, to see improvement on them. It just goes to show that she's starting to become more of a complete athlete, so I'm really pleased from the coaching perspective. But even from outside of that, you know, from just a fan of the sport, watching her evolve almost weekly or daily, to see her take on new challenges and to apply them to her best of her ability day in, day out, like that, it gets overlooked a lot in the sport. We only see them 2 or 3 times a year under the lights, but I'm fortunate enough to see her compete every day or train harder to be better every day. And and I'm just so pleased to see the progress that she's putting in. So I don't know, as a fan, huge improvement, and I'm excited for the year.
We just finished the last workout of quarterfinals. We saved the row GHD for last because we thought that might like make our abs sore and we won't like want to do anything after. I honestly thought about redoing like the first, the third, and the fifth one, but not because I like needed to redo them, just because I kind of wanted to do it like for fun to see if I could like get any better. But once I finished that last row one, I was kind of like, nah, I'm good. Like I'm okay with all my scores. Kind of just want to like enjoy the rest of the weekend and set my focus on semis instead. Quarters was pretty fun. It's always like a little bit stressful just kind of having like all these workouts to get done in one weekend. Not that it's because of like the volume, because we're used to like a lot higher volume. When you think about doing 5 workouts across 3 days, like that's nothing to what we do every single day. But just like the logistics and the setup and the video, all that stuff is like pretty stressful. Just kind of like making sure that you're gonna hit all the standards and like the floor space, the setup and everything. It's kind of a pain. So I'm definitely glad I can get back to like regular training and not having to work about setting up a video for every workout. Post quarters, let's see, I'm actually going to Atlanta on Monday. I'm gonna go see Podium. We have something in the works, so that's exciting. And kind of just use the next few days to like fuel the battery and get ready for hard training coming up. So quarterfinals is a wrap. I'm super excited to set my focus on semis. That's when the fun really starts, is going to those in-person competitions. So yeah, that's a wrap on quarters, and we'll see you guys when we start training for semis. Don't forget to like and subscribe.